Hello, happy October 1st. I feel like that did not focus right away, but that's fine, and my necklace is crooked. Anyway, I am wearing, you can't really see them, but I'm wearing Sam pajamas from Trick or Treat to celebrate that it is the first day of October. I have already completed, so this is going to be Halloween-A-Thon vlog 2. I've already completed 7 prompts. So because this is a read, watch, activity-a-thon, I have specific books I'm going to read for Halloween-A-Thon regardless of how many prompts I complete with other things. Those other things will really just be like movies or shows that I watch. I have read 3 books already. I think it's 3 books and 4 watches, I think. So today is October 1st and one of the dogs is now like very invested in what I'm doing. Oh, and she sees a cat, so this is gonna be loud. But I'm gonna make some coffee real quick because it is the morning and I need coffee even though, so if you saw my last vlog, which would have gone up on October 1st, which was not the plan. I wanted it to go up earlier, but I'm still a little under the weather. I am on some meds that I don't react well to. So I have issues sleeping on them. Yeah, which is not ideal. And so I drink a lot of coffee anyway. So I'm just like tired and drinking caffeine, which is probably not ideal since I am on medicine that I can't sleep with. But anyway, I have made a fancy fall coffee in my Hocus Pocus ombre cup. It's like a half pumpkin spice latte, half coffee. I'm using this Beacon Skiff cold brew coffee. And then they just happened to have this on sale and I grabbed it, but it's this pumpkin spice latte stuff that was at the store. I couldn't find pumpkin coffee, so I just grabbed that one. But I'm just doing half and half because like if I do too much of the actual pumpkin spice latte one, it's too sweet for me. So that's what I have in this cup. And then I have to head to work. So really this is just to say this is the second vlog. I'm still a little under the weather, so if I'm like sniffly or seem tired, that's why. I am on some medicine until the end of this week, I think, to clear everything up. It's not anything too bad, it's just my lungs were trying to get involved with what was going on and it wasn't great. But I'm, for the most part, fine. I'm just really tired because of the one medication keeping me from sleeping really well. The book that I wanted to present that I will be starting. So I debated about what book to start with, but this one is really big. So this is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I grabbed it because it's a Literally Dead book club pick. I think it's a Literally Dead book club pick. Yeah, yes? Question mark? I'm a little tired because of the no sleep, but I think it is, though I think the live is like very soon and I'm definitely not making it to that like live event. I'll just watch it whenever I get this done because it is a hefty book, which was not my plan because I started the last, yep, Chloe is whining at Goose. So Chloe is our oldest dog and she's obsessed with our cat named Goose, who is our youngest cat. But Goose doesn't like her, so Chloe whines at her incessantly when she sees her and Goose ignores her. So you'll probably hear a lot of whining. So I'm gonna like try and finish this up. So the last vlog I also read a huge book first. I read Fever House, which was like 412 pages. And this I think is even longer than that if I remember. Yeah, it's almost 500 pages. So yeah, I'm just picking giant books to start with. I have plans for the other books in this vlog, but I need to start this one and hopefully I like it. I know vague things about it. I read the summary. I am not going to tell you anything about it until I get into it because I don't want to spoil anything. And sometimes, you know, the summary spoils stuff. I didn't even read the full summary. So I have to go. But happy October 1st. It is officially the month of Halloween. And yeah, I'm gonna at some point get into this book. Tonight, Krista and I have fun Halloween themed plans, but I'm gonna keep you on your toes. It's actually something we were gonna do in the last vlog, but I was too sick to do. So there will be an outfit change for that. There will be a fun setup. You'll get to see it. I may check in with you at my lunch break if I get time. If not, I'll check in with you when we get to that point, the fun thing. And I may just fill you in on this book just whenever because it is so big and I don't know when I'm gonna like get any time to read. So yeah, I will talk to you later. I'm very excited for this month. A lot is going on besides Halloween. So yeah, buckle up, be ready. This is gonna be a fun time. So I'll talk to you later. Hello, you can't see us yet, but we are going to do the Hocus Pocus cider tasting. Are they ciders? Okay, so cider tasting from Far From the Tree. So if you didn't watch the last video, it's Winifred, which is tangerine cherry ginger, Mary, which is beet and Concord grape, Chloe is whining at a cat. She's totally fine. I think I have to say this in every video. She's obsessed with one of our cats. That cat's name is Goose. Goose does not like Chloe. Chloe whines at her incessantly every day. Then that's a fire truck because we live next to a fire station. Going great. Sarah, which is sweet lemon and lavender, and Binks, which is fig and sage. And there was a Binks in here. I don't know where he went. But yeah, so I'm gonna pour these. Sorry, that angle got a little weird, but I'm gonna pour these so you can see what they look like, and then
I can pour them.
You'll see stuff.
Which one do you want me to pour?
Oh,
so you can.
Oh yeah. I guess just do it in the order. So yeah, Mary first, or Mary. Good Lord, Winifred first. That's Winifred. Very orange. Krista will be our cider sommelier. I'm sure they have their own name. Then Mary, which do not bark at the cat. Oh look, it's Binks.
No.
Parker, you can't drink this. This is going to be a real fun time for everyone because Parker is going to try and steal all of the alcohol. All right, so Mary's is, oh, Mary's is like pinker than I thought.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would be red. I mean, it kind of looks like grapefruit juice, like ruby red grapefruit juice. All right, this is Sarah. This one should be very yellow, would be my guess. And the reveal, it is pretty yellow. It's lemonade-y. And then the last one is Binks, and I don't know if Binks is gonna be black, if Binks is gonna be green. I have no idea. Greenish black? That is an interesting color. It's not entirely what I pictured. Interesting. All right. So this is the full setup. I'm gonna stop recording.
Moss green.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks blacker on camera than it does in real life. But yeah, so I will stop recording for a sec, set you up so you can see us, and then we will taste test them. So, be right back. Hello, I'm wearing a spider onesie. There's a grouchy spider here. But yes, I'm wearing a spider onesie. I don't know if you can tell it's a onesie from this position, but it is. I will show you the rest of it later so you can get the full feel. But yeah, so we're gonna taste test these. So the first one up is Winifred, which kind of goes with my outfit. Smells interesting.
Definitely tasted the ginger.
Yeah, that's what I was worried would happen. That it was just gonna taste like kombucha or something.
Wow.
That's what it tastes like. It tastes like kombucha.
Tastes like kombucha.
Okay. It's not terrible. If you like kombucha, I think you'd like it. Or those like ginger rescue shots or whatever. All right, this is Mary.
Wait.
And this is Beet and Concord Grape. That tastes almost exactly the same. How is that possible?
I don't know. It tastes like kombucha.
It tastes almost exactly the same, but without ginger. It's so weird. Like,
I think we're gonna have a kombucha train.
That's so strange. Like, I don't understand why Beet and Concord Grape.
Do not eat hair with the fork.
Parker likes to eat hair.
He's a pika puppy.
He eats anything. All right, this is, well, that's cat hair. I also have cat hair in mine. Thanks. There was Vane who walked along all the cups while I was setting them up, and so, like true people who have animals, there's cat hair in like all of our cups. Yep. Yep. Great.
Also
kombucha. But it does taste like lemon and lavender. So I give it that it tastes like the flavor. So it is kind of what I thought it would taste like. This does not give me high hopes for Binks. There we go.
Why does it smell like kombucha?
I don't know, but they all taste like it.
It doesn't give a full like ingredients list. It just says
The cherry kind of reminds me of the Christmas ones.
The one I was afraid of most, so.
Well, I was gonna say the Winifred one kind of reminds me of their Krampus one, because that one's cherry too. But yeah, it tastes like kombucha. Okay, let's try this. A dog is licking my heel.
Yep.
Actually, of all of them, I think I like this one the most. I'm not drinking all of these. This is 4 ciders. Krista hates them, is what this means. Which, again, they do very weirdly taste like kombucha. Like, if you've had a fruity kombucha, that's what I'm getting from this. I will say, I think the Binks one is my favorite, even though it looks like swamp water a little. And I like the Sarah, because I can taste the lemon and the lavender. But for some, I'm on antibiotics, folks. I'm not doing it. Just one. I will do one of either, should I do Sarah or Binks?
Binks Waterfall.
I don't think I can do a waterfall. I'm just gonna like casually drink this. Also, I feel like you took smaller sips than me. That wasn't a waterfall. I'm just gonna.
Why are we looking at that?
Parker's licking the table that we're sitting at. So yes.
See, I finished one.
I'm gonna put these in cups and put them in like the fridge, like a container, so that they can be like slowly had over the course of the rest of the week. Because I, again, can't really have a lot of alcohol right now.
Let's see if I can get this back.
Are you gonna try and pour it in there? But then I can't store the cans in the fridge.
Oh, nope. That's a bad idea.
Yep, there's a lot of green on the nook. I'm not gonna show you. But yeah, so
They're all over.
they're in the kitchen. So Krista's gonna get paper towels. I will say that of the things we've, oh, is that Binks? Don't let him near it, he'll drink it. He'll be a drunk cat. This is our Binks, who is sniffing the spilled Binks. Hi. Hello. But this is our Binks.
No, he doesn't want it.
No, he doesn't want it. He literally sniffed it and then was like, no. So I will say, I think we've gotten different things from them. So we have gotten their Christmas collection, which is cocktails instead of cider. We've gotten their Shark Attack, which was ciders. One had liquor in it, but it was still a cider. Have we done anything besides the Shark Attack and the Christmas ones?
No.
Okay. I will say of the ones
I like the Christmas ones.
The Christmas ones are better. So the Christmas ones are all over the place. Like there's an Oogie Boogie, but it's not licensed or anything.
These
so
are the most sold.
Yeah, these are their like
They
biggest
sell
seller
out
because
every
it's
year.
Hocus Pocus themed, which makes sense because they're from Salem and they do tastings and stuff.
Eat a little bit of the paint. Cool, Sage.
Oh, geesh. So the Christmas one is our favorite. The Christmas one was, again, the Christmas one specifically is cocktails.
There was mint, vanilla.
Yeah, the Abominable Snowman was a mint schnapps based one, and then there was a Krampus. There was like black cherry and licorice, and I really like that one. Oogie Boogie was our favorite because it was like a tequila apple thing.
Okay.
What was the other one? Do you remember? Because there's always 4.
I don't. I just remember I drank the mint one.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other one
Which
is
was
for
awful
that.
during the first sip, but once you get to the
It was
fourth
really
sip,
strong.
it's great.
But yeah, we can't remember the 4th one for that. But we drank it like it wasn't, they got consumed. The shark ones were okay. I did not like one of them at all because it had like banana brandy in it, and it was supposed to taste like marshmallows. It was really not my thing. You liked that one though, for the shark.
Yeah, out of the sharks.
Yeah. And this one, I'm gonna say I like, sorry, I like drank that fast enough that now I have to burp. I liked Binks. Hi, hello. He doesn't shoulder sit like Salem does. But I liked Binks. I think Binks has an interesting flavor. I also like sage a lot, so I think that makes sense. I like Sarah because it has lemon and lavender, and I can identify both of those things, and it's lighter. But for some bizarre reason, Winifred and Mary, to me, taste almost exactly the same. Like, Winifred really tastes like ginger. I don't get tangerine or cherry. Oh, he's attacking my armpit.
Stop eating hair off the floor.
Hold on.
Do not stare at her and then scream.
Oh,
you were trying to get a reaction out of her. Congratulations, Goose.
hold on.
You're at fault for that one. Chloe, couch. Chloe, couch. This is an insane video. Chloe, couch. Welcome to our family.
Yes. Okay. I do get grape for Mary if I swish after drinking Winifred. But I'm gonna go because I have to put all of these away in some capacity. We also have a whole other set of 4, and there's still a ton in all of these cans.
So, if you make a comment...
No, I'm not allowed to give out alcohol.
Dang
You can't give away anything.
If you drive to...
No, I will drink them. They're just not great. But no, we're not giving you anything. I'm very sorry. I'm truly sorry. If you were coming to our house or to the area for Halloween, I would perhaps give you 1. But again, I don't need you trying to find my house. I love you. You're all lovely. Please don't try and figure out where I live. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I have to go package all of this up. I will talk to you later. I have done no reading, so please enjoy this. Oh, I was gonna show you the full onesie. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stand up so you can kind of get a feel for it. I will. Ta-da! It's a whole thing. But I gotta go put these in containers, and I will talk to you later.
So for this one, we have to visit the Père Lachaise Cemetery in France for the very notable graveyard. Also, like this is kind of one of those, like a Highgate or a Home Forever, where a lot of the tombstones here are interesting. Yes, it's not just this one. High percentage. Yeah, a lot of interesting things happening here. But this one in particular has gotten a lot of notoriety. Is the grave of Fernand Adelot, who passed in 1942. And not much is known about his actual life. We know he was a musician, an actor, and an architect, but he has left quite a legacy in the form of this tomb. So this monument depicts him lying on his back, which, okay, not so odd for a grave, man lying down. I like a grave. Yeah, right. I think this is also the cemetery where there's the a similar bronze statue of a guy like laying prone who was shot in a duel, and it's like him with his top hat.
Hello, I have not checked in with you all day. So I did have a clip of me making coffee. So I did make an iced coffee this morning. It was like a really nice, like during the workday fall day. Like it was rainy, it was cool. Like I had my window open with a screen in it because bugs. And it was like really nice to just like have the ambiance of fall. Work was very busy, which it's normally pretty busy. Then Krista briefly came home for lunch, and then she had court tonight, so she actually was gone. She was able to come back for like a super quick lunch break or a dinner break kind of thing, but then she had to go back. So yeah, so I'm doing this quick like check-in because I need to shower. My hair feels very gross, and we also have like an on-camera meeting tomorrow, like many companies do, and so I will be visible to my coworkers, and I don't want to look gross, even though I'll have a headset on, so you can't really tell what's going on with my hair because I always have like a thing on my head. But anyway, my hair needs to be clean is what I'm telling you, because people will see it. I typically don't care like if we're running errands and I kind of think my hair is gross, but like if I have to be visually present to people who have like met me before, they're like, oh, I need to have clean hair. So quick check-ins. Various things. What did I caught up on YouTube. Did I watch? I did. I watched I put a weird movie on. What was it called? Follower? It was on Tubi. It was one of those movies where it's like, I don't know how to describe it because I watched another movie that was like it on Shudder. But it's like someone who does like true crime or true haunted locations. Like they have that like very over the top energy and they do those shows. I think you know what I'm talking about, like a YouTube or TikTok or whatever. And that social media person then like winds up at a haunted location and things go horribly awry. I don't remember what the other one I watched was. But like, think Unfriended, but campier kind of, and like slightly less good graphics. I think it was called Follower. It was fun. Like, it was not a deep thinking movie, but I randomly had it on at one point during the day just for, I was trying to find something to put on that felt Halloween-y. I didn't think it fit any of the prompts. Like, it could have, I guess, that I'm using for Halloween-A-Thon, so I just didn't count it. It was just on. But for prompts for Halloween-A-Thon, I have been reading The God of the Woods, which I've just read like sporadically, like before work, during a little bit of my lunch break, after work, you know. This is a hefty book. So far this is not really horror. It is a mystery though. So I'm just gonna say that it's a mystery. I'm gonna go with that as the description of it because, let's see, I think they tell you kind of a lot. Yes, okay. So the story itself focuses on the Van Laar family. It's V-A-N and then L-A-A-R. And I was pronouncing it incorrectly, I am sure, for most of the time I was reading it, but I think it's Laar. So the Van Laars are a rich family in the Albany slash like upstate New York area. So we're briefly in the Adirondacks. Actually, we're mostly in the Adirondacks. So there's a camp, and the Van Laars, I think it even says the name of the camp. Yeah, so primarily we're shifting between August of 1975 and events from 1961 in the same area. So what I will tell you is that we are at the camp, which, can I even remember the name of the camp? I've been reading this book off and on, and like, it's just, here we are. Okay, so Camp Emerson is on the Van Laar Preserve, and then the Van Laars have their own Self-Reliance. So they have their own home there called Self-Reliance. So we're mostly taking place in this mapped area the book provides you. Ta-da! See? Sorry, I was feeling better, but my sinuses are kind of a mess. But we're primarily set in this area. Occasionally we'll leave for like a flashback chapter, but we're really mostly at the confines of the camp. So what has gone on is in 1975, Barbara Van Laar has suddenly disappeared, and she was at the camp and now she's just gone. And interestingly enough, in 1961, her brother Bear also disappeared from the same area. He was not at the camp, he was at Self-Reliance, and he disappeared. So he was like in the same area, but both of them have disappeared. And what we're doing is we're kind of following both storylines. So when Barbara goes missing, we're then moving between when Bear went missing and when Barbara went missing, and then we're also getting points of view from a number of people who were at, like, lived in the area. Mostly, like, a lot of the people are tied specifically to Barbara, but we're also getting like the mother's point of view, and who else? A handful. It's really the mother, an investigator. We get a couple of sides. There is a person whose point of view, is he mentioned? Sorry, I'm leaning really close to camera. I'm sure you can really tell that my hair is gross. It's not mentioned, but there are some characters whose points of view we get that could be suspects, could not be suspects, are investigating, may know more than they're letting on. And so the points of view shift periodically between these two timelines. We get some backstory, but the tops of the pages are labeled, and then when you get to a certain point, there's like a timeline at the top of each chapter, and the timeline you're in is highlighted because sometimes it'll be June or August of a certain year, and it'll tell you which one. And then, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cough again. Okay. And then for Barbara's chapters, when it's talking about Barbara's disappearance, it's showing you how many days she's been missing from that, like, so far. It is interesting. And so I saw some feedback about this online, just like a little, that people didn't really like the time jumps. And admittedly, they're not bothering me too much. They're actually, I think if you did audio, it would be terrible. I think you'd get very confused. I don't know that you'd be able to remember which timeline you were in, but that just might be me, because it does jump a lot. And like some chapters are back to back the same timeline, and it does tell you that at the top, but like you have to be paying attention. And I feel like if I had audio on, if I like even remotely like zoned out for a hot second, I would forget what timeline I was in. I wouldn't know who we were with. Even with a full cast, I think it would be difficult because sometimes we're like older or younger versions of the same person. So I think it would be tricky. Reading it is working out. I'm doing okay. I will say it, I don't want to say middle of the night did this exactly, but there were parts of middle of the night where we jump between timelines and it was not clearly labeled. It just sort of happened. And I was like, oh, okay, we're now talking about this timeline. Like we're now in the past. Got it. Like in a flashback. And so this at least is labeled. Like once we're in that time, we're in that time. Like we don't jump to like investigating Bear while we're talking about investigating Barbara. Like it doesn't jump really once you're in it. So I'm enjoying it. It is very much just a mystery. Like there's mentions of possibly seeing something. There's scary stories because it's a camp, but like there's no ghosts. Like, and the God of the Woods was explained to us already, like very early on, and it's not what I thought they were gonna do. So that was interesting. It was brought up, it was discussed. I feel like my phone buzzed. Sorry, I'm still talking. No, I think I'm just imagining things. But yeah, so we have gotten a description of the God of the Wood technically, and then we're really just following the Van Laar family, and it's a lot of like something is going on with that family and like people associated with them, and then people's reactions to primarily Barbara again. But I am enjoying it. I again would say it's a very lit fic mystery. Like it solidly feels like a character study, like you're studying different characters and their response to the events. And again, I am enjoying it. I'm actually pretty far into it. Like I've read a lot because I thought it was going by very quickly. I only have like 90 pages left and then I'll be done with it, which is great because I really wanted to finish this before Books and Lala's live episode. I need to take a photo of it because the book, like the cover is really cool. Like this is a very fun cover. I'm doing this for Fall Leaves, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. I think I'm doing this for the Fall Leaves, one of my prompts. But I am enjoying it. Again, it's not horror unless it drastically changes in tone. I'm so sorry, I'm sick. I'm sorry. There's a lot of things happening. I'm really sorry. I truly am. I just still am sick. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, so I think it will stick to the mystery lit fic aspect because it is very definitely just mystery lit fic. Again, tone could super change. Something wild could happen. It could suddenly become a horror book, but I don't see that happening. Yes, I think that's it. Sorry I did so much coughing. I knew it was gonna happen. I also made a dinner that I'm sure did not help my situation. I made pasta that had Alfredo sauce and some other stuff, and so this is my own doing to myself. Also, I'm still sniffly, and like the later we get in the day, the more tired I get. Yes, I think that's everything. Sorry, that was a long but I'm hoping to finish this tonight or tomorrow before work because I have so little left, and then I want to start American Rapture really, really badly. But I also don't want to be interrupted while I'm reading American Rapture, which is basically impossible. Like, I don't have the time to sit down and just read a book from start to finish. So, like, that just, no one has. Some people do have that time. Some people can make that time. I have other things I need to do this week. So, I don't think that's going to happen. But I do want to start it. So, I'm debating if I want to read American Rapture, like, right away when I get time after I finish this, or if I want to knock out The Night Guest because it is super short. So I'm debating which way we're gonna go here. I might do Night Guest because it's really short and I feel like I might be able to finish it. Krista also has court tomorrow night. So I know she has court and I know I'm going to be reading because she has court, and I don't know if I want to like give myself the win of like reading all of Night Guest while she's at court and be like, yeah, I did it, I knocked that out. Or not, because I will not be able to read American Rapture in just the time she's at court. So, not sure. I will decide later. But I am enjoying this. I don't want to spoil anything. I just am very curious because I kind of feel like they're trying to guide the plot in a certain way now. I'm just very, very intrigued to see how things end. So that is it for right now. I also did have an update, weirdly, about the ciders. So while I was making dinner, I did drink a little bit of the Mary by itself because I tried to color code what cups I put them in the fridge so I would know. And I was correct. I grabbed the pink cup, which had the pink beverage in it. And it tastes better if you don't drink it right after Winifred. The Winifred flavor is too strong. So it tastes fine. It kind of just tastes like a juice. Like, it didn't really taste like a cider to me. It tasted more like a juice. But it was better by itself. So I just think the Winifred one is too strong to be consumed with another drink. Like, you can't even sip it and try something else because it will just like stay in your palate and you won't be able to taste anything else. So those are my thoughts. The Mary is actually good alone when you don't wind up accidentally blowing out your palate with Winifred first. So that's it for now. I will possibly give you final thoughts if I can figure out how to do that without spoiling them when I finish this. And yes, I'm gonna go shower now because I am tired. I think the shower will help my being because I am tired. And that's it. I will talk to you probably tomorrow morning about the book. Or just a different book. I don't know. I'll let you know when we get there, but I'll let you know when I finish it officially. So I will go. This is a very long update clip because I didn't talk to you all day. And I'm sorry it was full of coughing, but asthma and sick. So doomed. And you know what? I'm not editing it out because that's what my life is. My life is periodically coughing during sentences, and that's just who I am and how my life works. So yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow when I'm making coffee or after I've had coffee, one or the other. All right, I'm tired. I'm blabbering. I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello. It is morning. It is before work. I have coffee in my Spirit Halloween cup. I was going to do a purple cup because I'm wearing this If You've Got It Haunted shirt, but I was too lazy to go grab it. This was in the, like, the clean dishes. But I wanted to tell you that I finished The God of the Woods. So definitely lit fic. It is a mystery. And in theory, if you wanted to, I think you could possibly figure it out. I didn't really go in to solve it. Oh, I don't know why they're barking. Someone's probably walking a dog by the house. But it was a good time. I enjoyed it. But if you were looking for horror or like thriller, that's not what this is. I would say this is lit fic with a side of mystery. I did though enjoy it. I love a camp setting. I loved the this is happening because this happened sort of element. And I enjoyed the ending. And that is all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil anything. But I am very pleased with myself for finishing it. I want to take a photo of it. I think I might actually do an outfit to take a photo of it. My friend is doing this like witch challenge for mostly October. You could start it like a couple days early in September. But the theme is cottagecore, which admittedly does kind of fit with this because it's like campy in the woods. I think the book would look good with this dress I'm borrowing from my sister. So she loaned me the dress. My sister loaned me a few dresses to try on because we have a wedding next week and I didn't really know what I was gonna wear. And the downside is my sister and I have very different body types. So I was like, oh yeah, that'll be great. And then I started trying them on and realized that while we are gifted in different areas, where I carry most of my like weight is in like my hips and my butt. And that's not where my sister is proportioned. So everything looked too tight on me and it would look great on her. But because I curve out a lot more at the bottom, I'm very bottom heavy, it just didn't work. Like everything looked too tight or I felt like I was gonna rip something if I sat down. But this one dress was really fun. Like it's a big floral print. It gives me these very like cottagecore witch vibes, but I could not wear it to the wedding. The top was too low on me. And I was gonna need to wear a strapless bra, which I didn't really want to do. I have my wedding undergarments. So I actually have from my own wedding, like a bustier that I had to wear under my wedding dress. I have that and I use it periodically if I'm doing an outfit for a photo. I actually think I would have to wear that and then put the dress over it. That's the only way it's gonna work. So I think I'm gonna do that for the photo, I think. And then I'll be reading the book, but I have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. I might not do that until tomorrow. I don't know, but I did enjoy the book. Other thing I wanted to talk about before I have to do things is no spoilers. I promise. I promise. I really do. There will be no spoilers. But we watched the most recent episode of Agatha All Along last night because it's a Wednesday show and you can like, they do it primetime style, which is so wild to me because you can't watch the episode until 9 p.m. Eastern time, depending on if there are any like slight glitches or anything. So sometimes it doesn't go up until closer to 10. Yesterday it was up and ready to go at 9:15 for us. I didn't try before that because it didn't really work the last time. Chloe is whining at a cat, I think, and there's a car outside. Sorry, I keep hearing this like squeak sound. So, oh my gosh, the episode was wild. I really don't want to say anything because if you're watching the series and you haven't gotten to it yet, or if you want to watch it, but like, I need you to understand this is the gayest Marvel show that has ever existed. Like, it is so gay. It is just very gay. It is exceptionally gay. It is beautifully gay. It is so good. It's so good. The acting is great. The singing is great because there is singing. But it's so gay. It's just so exceptionally gay. It's just very gay. And I love it. I love it so much. I love it the most. I think, unless they do something really weird before the show ends, this probably beats out WandaVision as my favorite Marvel television show. WandaVision was my absolute favorite. I loved the setup of WandaVision. I loved the storytelling of WandaVision. I also really, really liked Miss Marvel. That was such a good show, but that's more like, there are topics being discussed, but it's more like comedy and it does gear towards a younger audience, I want to say, which is great. And I did really enjoy it. I also really love her in The Marvels and seeing her with Captain Marvel and with Monica, but WandaVision is still my favorite because I just like love that storytelling. I grew up with a lot of the shows that are referenced in that, so it just feels very nostalgic even though it is a newer product. But this is so good. Like, I feel like if you had a Wicca phase in high school, if you periodically had obsessions with female actors, feminine looking actors, and did not understand why you're obsessed with them, but you really had a crush on them and did not know this. If you know weird things about the Salem witch trials or the Inquisition or just general witchy things, I just feel like you would love this. I just feel like it would like hit that sweet spot in your brain where it would be like, yes, this is mine, this is me, I love it so much, it's my whole personality. But yes, it's so good. The most recent episode also did do what I thought it was going to do, and it revealed a theory I had that was correct. It was a very minor theory. I'm not going to get into it. I vaguely mention it in my last video where I talk about the elements and the connections to the witches on the road. And this is the episode officially. So this is not a spoiler in and of itself, but we actually finally have Aubrey Plaza's character Rio on the road. So they showed Rio on the road in all the trailers. I was even trying to avoid them and I still saw clips of Rio on the road, and Rio had not been on the road. Rio was in the first episode and then was not on the road. And I was like, but Rio is on the road because Rio is on the road in the trailers. Like, that's going to happen. And so officially Aubrey Plaza's character Rio is on the road in the show, though they already showed us this. Like, this was showed way in advance, which bugs me kind of a lot because she really wasn't. Like, I understand that you wanted to show Aubrey Plaza was in it. Totally understand. But I saw so many gosh dang clips of her on the road and I was like, she's not even in it yet. Like, we were, after the first episode, I was like, okay, but like, she's not with them. And she's not. That's the only thing I will say, because the trailers from Marvel consistently do this to me where I'm like, could you just like not? Could you just leave me surprised? Like, I don't want to know. They even had merchandise for Rio's character that she still has not worn it. So they're like, this is Rio's top. And I'm like, Rio's top from what? Because all we've seen Rio wear is a suit and some black. And the thing they had was like a green shrug. And I was like, hot topic, Marvel, her universe, everybody. Can we not spoil things like immediately, please? Everything else, I was like, fine, whatever. It was just everyone's outfits. But like, Rio had not actually appeared in that state. Anyway, that was my tiny rant. But I really love the show. It is so freaking good. But I gotta go. That was my update. Enjoyed God of the Woods. I feel like if you went into it thinking it was horror, you would be disappointed. If you went in thinking thriller, you might think it's a little slow. But if you went in thinking it's like a generational mystery, that's what it is. It's a lit fic generational mystery. you would enjoy it. So that is my suggestion. It is hefty, so try and have some time to read it. I still haven't decided what I'm reading next. I haven't. It's either going to be The Night Guest because it's short and I can knock that puppy out really quick today, like while Chris is at court, or I'm going to start American Rapture. I haven't decided. I don't know. I really don't know. I will tell you when I get to that point, but I'm going to go because work, and I will talk to you later. Okay, hi. This is super fast. I forgot to tell you what prompt for me that covers. So because I'm doing my own prompt list, I'm not doing the board game. I'm so sorry. The board game looks very fun. Again, I just didn't have a means to print it, and I don't have the supplies to build a board, and I don't really have a place safely to store a board. I'm just using an alternate prompt list. So God of the Woods is it's like fall leaves, so it was leaves on the cover, I think. Hold on, we'll just do a different angle for a hot second while I double check. I'll hold you over here. Hi, you're right there. Yeah, fall. So it's just fall, and it says cover or poster with leaves. And then in case I didn't tell you, sorry, I know this is a horrible angle. It's on the other page. Yeah, so How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive, which I finished in the last vlog, that did autumn, which was autumn covers on the cover. And that one, if you didn't watch that video, had orange, well, like a gold and red and like different tones of gold and red. So I went with that because it was fall leaf themed ish. So just FYI, that one took the fall. So God of the Woods is the fall prompt because it had leaves. It has like a very artistic portrait of a tree on it, or trees, I guess. I've also decided, very spur of the moment, that I'm just gonna read The Night Guest today. I'll read it after work. It's very short. It is a novella, and it just like, it looks so short that I'm like, you could knock that out so fast. Like, why not just do it? So that'll be my read for later today. And then I'll start American Rapture like tomorrow, or yeah, I'll start it tomorrow, probably before work. Or if I finish The Night Guest super early, maybe I'll start it tonight. We'll see. But I am going to start American Rapture in this vlog and hopefully finish it because it's like one of my top anticipated books for the year. So yes, but there you go. That's my update. I forget what prompt I'm doing American Rapture for, but that's fine. I do remember that The Night Guest is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark that said like short story or anthology, and it's a novella, so it's a short story. And yes, technically I am probably cheating a little, but it's fine. So yeah, I gotta go. I just wanted to update you. So I'll talk to you later, officially, at some point today. Hi. Okay, this video has taken a very curious turn. So, okay, God of the Woods is, / was, the September pick for Kayla / BooksandLala's Literally Dead book club. Okay, I read that in time. I'll be able to watch the live show. I literally just realized that if I do The Night Guest next, that will be one of the 3 novellas that Kayla is doing for the October Literally Dead book club. And I've already read one of them. So I have read Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke, which is fucking great. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm reading The Night Guest. Maybe I can get Graveyard Shift. And I've looked for Graveyard Shift. My library, I looked online and like, yes, I did purchase The Night Guest at a bookstore. It was very fun. I was very excited. Krista took me to a Barnes & Noble. I have not been to a bookstore in years because there are none around here. And I was just so excited because I had heard really good things. I was so intrigued because I love like when you can't trust your own mind kind of stories. And that's the premise I was getting from it. Haven't read it yet, don't know. And so I was like, okay, let me just look up Graveyard Shift. My library still doesn't have it. They don't get a lot of novellas, honestly. The closest is they got What Moves the Dead and What Feasts at Night, but those are also by a very well-established author whose books they already have. So they're not likely to get a novella for an author who's larger, like they don't have series for already or a number of books for already in a different medium, whatever. So I literally was like, okay, I'm just gonna look up. And yes, I did use Amazon, aka Audible. We already pay for it. I should look for other sources for media, but it's admittedly the easiest because we have no local bookstores. So like I would have to find it. It's just a whole thing. And so it's just Audible. It's Audible, okay? But Audible had it on sale, which is weird. So I could purchase the book for a variety of prices. But Audible, they're like, oh, hey, this is on sale today, so you can get it for like $6, which is the cheapest price. And I was like, okay, it's like a 3-hour audiobook, but it's only $6. And I love listening to things. Like, there are audiobooks I know I'm gonna play again just because I liked listening to them. So I did it. I got it. So this video is now just going to be books Kayla told me to read. Basically. Because if I finish The Night Guest and I finish Graveyard Shift, I can put that video up, like this video, up earlier and then do a dedicated American Rapture video with no spoilers. But I can scream about it a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I may also watch some religious horror while reading American Rapture. And that's what I'm gonna do, because my next video that I had planned to do is all wedding themed, but we're also gonna be like really busy. So it's mostly movies I want to watch, and then I'm reading Black Sheep and possibly listening to an audiobook if I can get it from My Things It's Overdrive, it's Libby, whatever. But there's not a lot of reading content in that, it's mostly movies. So yeah, I've just decided that this is just gonna be my Halloween-A-Thon vlog, but it's going to be books that BooksandLala told me to read. So that's what we're doing. It's not even intentional. I don't even know how this happened. Like, I didn't plan this at all. But I'm going with it because I think it'll be fun. And then it lets me do just like, I'm a lapsed Catholic and I'm gonna gush about a book that involves Catholicism. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, so I'll read The Night Guest today. Definitely going to listen to Graveyard Shift, the book, probably tomorrow, because it's so short. And then I can edit over the weekend and get this uploaded so it's up by Monday at the absolute latest, possibly earlier depending on schedules, but probably Monday. I'll probably put it up on Monday and then focus on American Rapture after that, and then slide into my wedding themed vlog. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. That was my quick update. I just needed you to know. All right, I will talk to you later about The Night Guest. Oh gosh, that was very bright. Super fast. I was right at the end of my lunch break. Krista took photos of me in the dress that I was talking about. I'm gonna use it in the thumbnail because I just, like, I got it on, ran down so we could take the photos at the start of lunch break, and then had to change back into my clothes. So you didn't get to see it here. I'm really sorry. It just wasn't gonna happen. I had on my, like, shapewear from my wedding, and the bustier top is not comfortable, so I just wanted to get it off, but it was the only way I could wear the dress. So I got it all on. It was all very quick. Krista took a ton of photos, very rapid fire. She's a very good photographer, and she got so many options. But I got that done. I posted it during my lunch, so that is taken care of. But yeah, you're just not seeing it. I'm really sorry. There was just no way around it. I was like, I have to get this off. We need to eat. So I did that super fast. And then I also managed to read just like the teeniest bit of The Night Guest. Just while we were waiting for food to get nuked and stuff. We made little breakfast sandwich things. And definitely something has happened. And I think someone told me this happened, or like there was a mention of it in something. But anytime someone is like, there was blood on my face and my jaw really hurt, and then something weird is happening after that involving a thing that can respond to you with fear, I immediately was just like, oh God. So something has definitely happened. I don't know if we'll get to know what that thing was officially, or if she'll figure it out, but like something, like she's like a thing went inside her that should not go inside her ever, which is horrifying. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a very quick, like, I just read like the tiniest amount, but I'm gonna finish it tonight while Krista is at court. I'm gonna try and do stuff with the dogs after work too, but it's been so wet that the mosquitoes are terrible after work. So I'll try and do something. It'll probably be pretty quick, and then I'm just gonna keep them out in the living room, and I'll hang out with them and like watch YouTube or something while I read, or just have music on, I don't know. But I just want to give you that tiny update. The photos look really good. They are posted. They'll be in the thumbnail. You'll see the dress and stuff in the thumbnail. So there's that. But I gotta go. My lunch break is ending, so I will talk to you later when I finish The Night Guest, which will probably be sometime tonight. Hello, you're gonna be really awkwardly close to my face. Oh, also there is background music playing. It's the TV. But I finished The Night Guest. I almost dropped it on the floor, but I finished it. I just realized I never told you what this was about in this video. I did in the other video, but not this one. So this is The Night Guest by Hildur Knutsdottir, and I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. The story is about Idun. Yeah, Idun. And she thinks she might be sleepwalking. She buys a fitness watch because people keep telling her to work out because she's been sleeping terribly. And then the numbers on it are baffling. And we're really just on a journey with her through her possible insomnia, possible sleepwalking. It is fascinating and horrifying and just, it was a delight in like the most horrifying sense of the word. So yes, terrible things are happening, and it's just, I cannot explain it to you without like spoiling it because it's so short, and like it's even shorter than it looks because there are like blank pages in here. There are pages that only have like one sentence or parts of sentences. So, oh, Parker's growling about his bone. Very politely. He did not want a cat to take it. But I just finished it and I'm just like, that was so good. But yeah, that was incredible. I just like, I knew an aspect. I'm very sure I know one thing that occurred. We did not actually get details on a certain thing, and I'm just like, oh, she still did, I think. I totally think she did. But yeah, no. There's just a lot in there. It was so good. I highly, highly recommend. Yeah, it's just very good. And the next one will be Graveyard Shift, which I will listen to tomorrow. I'll just pop it on before work and finish it up during work. I may play it even on regular speed because it's so short. Normally I listen to audio on like 2x speed, but because it is so short, I may just play it on regular time speed just because it's only gonna be like 3-ish hours. So yeah, I am very intrigued about this third one because I really liked This Is Where We Talk Things Out. I have really liked this one. I'm glad I own this one because I would read this one again. And I am just intrigued about how Graveyard Shift is gonna fit into all of that. It has a really cool cover, so I'm intrigued. I did read the description. I will tell it to you tomorrow because, actually I could tell it to you now. Hold on, I just have to pull up, hold on. My iPad, that's where I listen to things. And Chloe, she's fine. Chloe, Goose is fine. Graveyard Shift. I know, but I need the description. My thing was like, it's in your library. Why are you looking it up? There we go. Up. Chloe, she's okay. She's whining at Goose again. This is her MO. All right, we're gonna be quick. So, oh, I've never read anything by this person. Sorry. So the book is by M.L. Rio, who is the author of sales sensation If We Were Villains. And this story is about a ragtag group of night shift workers who meet in the local cemetery to unearth the secrets lurking in an open grave. That's all I'm gonna tell you because there's a much larger description, but I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to spoil anything because it's so short. And it does say multicast. Chloe, she's okay. So it'll have multiple narrators, which is incredible. And I'm very, very excited for that. So I'm gonna go because I did finish The Night Guest, which crosses off Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I don't have my little notebook, so I will cross that off later. But yeah, we've done it. We've achieved it. Chloe, she's okay. Hi, just chill. But yeah, that's everything for tonight. Krista is not back from court yet, but she is picking up some food on the way home. I really wanted Taco Bell, so she's getting me Taco Bell and she's getting something else because she doesn't like Taco Bell. So that's what we're doing for dinner. And then tomorrow we're ordering pizza. Yes, I should go grocery shopping, but also we have a wedding and we need the time. She's been busy. I think this weekend we'll probably go grocery shopping, but I have not decided what we would buy for groceries. We'll see. The pizza is something we want to do. There's a deal at Domino's, I think. So we're gonna do that tomorrow and have that for dinner, and then we'll make sure we have leftovers so that we don't have to fully meal plan. But yes, Taco Bell tonight, super, super healthy, am I? And then pizza. Not that you need all these details. And then eventually we'll grocery shop, probably over the weekend. But I'm gonna go. I, at some point, need to take a photo of this cover. She does drink red wine more than I anticipated. It's not like a key point, like it just like randomly comes up, but she drinks it periodically because it's high in iron, which is so random to me. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you later, probably when I start graveyard shift tomorrow. I might just like show you it, play a little clip for you. We'll see. But yeah, I will talk to you later.
Macmillan Audio presents Graveyard Shift, a novella by N.L. Rio.
Hello, my lunch break has just started. This is my outfit for today. These are black craft cult pajamas. They have death moths. They say dead inside. I thought it worked very well for this book. So I did finish Graveyard Shift. I wound up listening to it at 1.5 times speed. And I may at some point listen to it again just because I was listening to it during work and I got a little distracted because there's a lot going on today. But I wanted to fill you in because I did finish it. The story itself is sort of, I want to say like a connected anthology of sorts. So we are following these people who meet at this specific cemetery and they smoke. There's a lot of smoking in this book, which I was not anticipating, just like a lot of it, which was very weird to me. Like I just wasn't expecting it, and it was like every character smoked, like a lot. So it's like a very long night. A lot of them are having issues sleeping, or are like have jobs that alter their sleep schedules, or because of certain situations are trying to sleep in weird places. So a lot of it focuses on that. The cover of the book does show a rat, which is key to the story, and then there are mushrooms on it. A bit like the picture on the cover of What Moves the Dead. So there is a very like animals and mycelium connection there, and I can't really give anything away because it's a novella, so I don't want to get into it, but we wind up sort of following the events of a night happening in this like college town after our, oh gosh, how do you say it? Archivist? That's not it. Oh shoot, they have a name for themselves. And my brain can't like word it to you. I'm so sorry. But they've like named themselves because they are smokers who meet at the cemetery. So they find like an open grave, and then what happens from there is there are rats, there's mycelium, there's something creepy going on, the school is doing something. Oh my gosh, they're all so loud. But yes, it's very interesting. I did like it. The audio was different than I expected. So it does the thing where each point of view gets its own narrator, but then that person does the voices for all the characters in that chapter. And that initially was not what I expected. I thought it was going to be more each person talks, but I think I just misread that. So I thought it worked. I liked some narrators a little bit more than others, but ultimately good. I think I would have preferred to read it physically, but that just wasn't an option for me. I couldn't get it physically within a price point that I could do right now. Or that I felt comfortable doing right now. And then I couldn't get through my library, and this was really it. So I enjoyed it. I do think I will listen to it again. I think if you liked What Moves the Dead, you would like this. The writing style is different, but the sort of premise is similar. Ish. Very vaguely similar-ish. Weirdly enough, they mentioned something from a book I read recently in The Disappearance at Devil's Rock about like zombie ants, which like, I was like, oh, that's so weird. But that came up, which was interesting. And then what was the other thing? Oh, and sleep. There's like an author's note, and sleep is a very big thing, which ties this into the night guest kind of. So it sort of fits into my like current reading stuff. But yes, so I did enjoy it. That's really the end. I'm gonna call this vlog here. So I read The God of the Woods, The Night Guest, and Graveyard Shift. And that's really for the Literally Dead book club, because that's just how things wound up working out once my brain was like, oh, that'd be a good idea. And then I can do American Rapture as its own video with no spoilers. So I don't want to spoil that book at all because it's not even physically out yet. I just won an arc. Like I did not get one. Like they did not send it to me because I'm a reviewer or anything. Like there was a sweepstakes thing on Tor Nightfire's Instagram, and I happened to get a copy. So I just really want to read it. So that will be the next vlog. It'll just be that book with some stuff added in, like movies or whatever, but I will not spoil that book. So yeah, that is everything. I think my favorite read was probably The Night Guest. Again, this one I enjoyed, and I do think I need to listen to again just because I know that I was distracted, so I'm sure I missed things, which was not intentional. I really was like, oh, I should be fine to listen to this, and like I did. I have the idea of it. I'm good for right now, but I do think I want to listen to it, especially before the live, whenever that is. And God of the Woods was really good, just very hefty. So, and very lit fic. I'm glad that I was not thinking it was horror when I went into it. But yeah, so that is everything. What are you reading for Halloween-A-Thon or watching or doing? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Have you read these? Are you joining the Literally Dead book club lives? I probably will not join them live because I seemingly never can, like the timing just doesn't work, but I will watch them when they're up. But yeah, if you've read these, let me know your thoughts on them. I'm also on Instagram at cliffgoeverafter. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. There will be lots of vlogs this October. So yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye, internet people.